my name's Gander, and we're here in a project called Locked Room Scenario. And we're visiting an exhibition within this project called Field of Meaning. And Field of Meaning is an exhibition by 7 artists: Spencer Anthony, Mary Rory, Rose Duval, Vivi Enkyo, Aston Ernest, Abe Faria and Santo Stern. You may have heard of some of them. They're commonly known as the Blue Conceptualists. And in my mind, Santo is like the epitome of the bad conceptual artist. Very flashy neon signs, very cheap one-liners, work that's very thin and unsubstantial. And his counterpart, Aston Ernest, I love Aston's work, and when I think about me and the work that I make as an artist, I'd be really happy if I'd achieved what Aston has achieved. He's a much better artist than I am. It makes me slightly jealous. The overall project's made up of a number of artworks and narratives and devices. And although we're in a physical environment and people may interpret the architecture to be the work, the architecture is actually only 20% of the work. And things happen to the spectator or the visitor when you visit this project before you even get here, and months or maybe years after you leave here. There's probably 150 possible encounters that could happen. If you find a sheet with a dinner plan, seating plan on it, on the floor here, or an actor chases you home, follows you home and gives you a page torn from a novel, they're not actually found objects, they're constructed objects. And everything in here, from postcards to timelines to security cameras to movements to billboards on the street, taxis waiting outside, is constructed. So it's partially architecture, it's partially the construction of narrative, it's partial theatre and performance, and it's art making, because there's constructed artworks that are part of the whole project. And it's been constructed that way because it was really important to me that every visitor had a different experience. The interesting thing about inaccessibility is that it's frequently more intriguing than the actuality of accessing a space. When you're given something on a silver plate, you often disregard it, but if you find something on the floor and you put it in your pocket and you're on your own when you find it, you value it a great deal more than being given something. Basically, this whole project is a novel that's been written, and this is the fallout or the offcuts or the byproduct of that novel. But instead of flicking through a book and reading it, you're living it and walking it, and when you leave the compound and you go home, there's this strange moment where you think you're leaving fiction and entering back into the reality of the world, but it follows you home. So you never quite know when it ends.